What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade GQuuuuuuX for Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuX. As far as information goes, it's an advanced mobile suit shrouded in mystery, piloted by Machu in clan battles as part of the Pomeranians after meeting Nyan. Costing 2,000 yen before taxes, you might expect a lot of the plastic to be in the box. Well, the GQuuuuuuX merely comes with 7 runners and 2 sticker sheets, each of the foil and decal varieties. And besides the manual being as informative as a P Bandai manual, the build itself is refreshing, but weird. To start, they threw out all the high-grade conventions like ball-jointed shoulders, pec-jointed hips, and the universal backpack connections. Boo-hoo, in order to replicate Ikuto Yamashita-san's Evangelion design language in kit form. Then, there's the difficulty, which feels quite all over the place, as it feels easy to build in parts like the one-peg elbow and knee joints and the clever gate placement allowing easy cleanup, but quite technical in other parts because of the weird shapes and plethora of small pieces and stickers for color separation, and some decals being quite tricky to apply. But if I have to come to one conclusion, I think some prior build experience is absolutely necessary before taking this kit on. However, it does prove the promotional materials right in offering a high-grade build that is vastly different from anything that came before. Besides being named by someone who has as much of a crush on the letter U as Elon Musk does with the letter X, the high-grade GQuuuuuuX looks astounding even before any stickers are applied, which goes to show Bandai's current engineering prowess. Part separation is exceptionally high for a high-grade kit, and besides the recessed eye details that can be easily filled in, nothing seems to look amiss about the kit until direct comparisons with the source materials are made. From the exposed inner leg detail to the raised car-like primary colored trims, especially on the head, the colors and part separation are all very well done. Honestly, if you don't care about the extra detail all that much, you can just paint in the eyes and be done with it. But like I said, direct comparisons with the sources will make this straight build look quite dull. With the stickers and decals applied, the kit now looks much better and closer to the source design. Besides the eyes, head sensors, and the red trims on the shoulders, waist, legs, and backpack, they're used for the orange trims and for the color separation on the head vents, chest, thighs, feet, and internal leg detail, purple ones for the clavicles, and an optional insignia for the abs, between the cute purple cat and the curious Xeon insignia. The ones for the flat surfaces are fine, but I will be mindful of the smaller ones peeling off over time. In that case, the extra set of eye stickers may come in handy. Then, the attention can be drawn to the design itself, and while I'm not a big fan of the fusion confusion, the stylized proportions of the kit actually makes the design work, and coupled with the existing color separation, sharp angles and details, exuberant color scheme, and unorthodox design, it is arguably one of the most unique high-grade kits to date, and it's highly satisfactory for the casual builder. However, if you're a stickler for detail, you'll start to notice the flaws and a long list of missing paint details. Firstly, there are some quite blatant seam lines like on the thighs, rear of the abs, and the backpack boosters. Then, for missing paint details, there are the rivets and chevrons on its antlers, orange inside the head vents, grey and purple on the back of the head, the orange details and grey rivets on the shoulders, orange for the elbows, wrists, and thumbs, grey for the wrist cuffs, blue for the thumbs and hand covers, light grey behind the thighs, dark grey for the pipe details, orange underneath the thigh plates, orange inside the feet, and some white, blue, grey, red, and orange details for the backpack. Moreover, in terms of color choices, the red should be in more of a burgundy, with the ones on the head in a brighter tone. The greys would need to be in a colder tone, the orange needs to be richer, and parts like the thigh pipes, lower ankles, and rim around the thigh armor need to be in a lighter grey, not to mention the two-toned bluish white of the design in general. I get that a lot of it is simplified for the high grade, but it makes me think that the GQuuuuuuX would have been more suited for a real grade release instead. Again, it's just me being needlessly pedantic since I'd be happy with displaying the GQuuuuuuX from a straight build if I weren't, which leaves me stuck saying a Google of views while trying to get this mobile suit with a TikToker's handle for a name accurate to the on-screen model. Articulation-wise, the head is on a hinged ball-jointed neck, along with a ball-jointed collar, so rolling, looking, and rotation are facilitated to the highest degree. The shoulders can swing along all axes with the shoulder and torso joints, as well as rotate unimpeded. The shoulder armor can completely open up to make way for the arm raise. There's a bicep swivel, single-jointed elbows, swiveling wrist cuffs, and ball-jointed wrists. There are 2 hinges and a ball joint at the abs and waist to facilitate crunches, and the full waist rotation if you decided to cheat a bit. While the ball jointed hips essentially allow the legs to go all the way around. However, the pipes on the thighs restrict the sideward kicks. There's a thigh swivel, single jointed knees, ball jointed ankles, and a rotating foot. Finally, the backpack boosters can swivel on 2 points, while the backpack itself can rotate if you wish. Altogether, the articulation of the high-grade GQuuuuuuX is better than the sum of its parts, especially considering what each joint is constructed with, but that very construction may be why it's solid and smooth to pose. In terms of accessories, there are a pair of holding and open hands, as well as an alternate head with included sensor and vent stickers that depicts the dropped V-fin for extra head protection. As for the weapons, while their official names have not been given as of this recording, they consist of the generic Gundam loadout with an extra cast member. Firstly, there's the beam rifle with a sticker for the scope and great color separation. Granted, there are some missing white and orange details that need filling in, but it sandwiches into the holding hand for use like normal. Alternatively, the beam swords with the missing two-tone can also sandwich into the hand for use with a pair of very unusual but unique beams, which are made using polarized molding for extra shine. Honestly, I cannot get enough of these characterful swords, especially because of their unique blade shape, and once you've exhausted your fun, they can be plugged onto the back of the waist for storage. Another melee weapon included is the Heat Hawk that slides into the hands for use. This alternate Universal Centuries version of the classic Zaku weapon, it would require some paint on the blade for either highlighting or being heated up. And unfortunately, the shortcoming of circle handle and square hole remains here. Then, there's the shield with some missing orange details, which simply slides onto the gauntlets and can be adjusted with a ball joint as well as the rotating wrist cuff. The issue, however, is that the white should be in the darker of the 2 tones of white, which you'll have to paint yourself along with the rest of the body. Finally, there's an odd canopy, which can be combined with the backpack crossbone Gundam style to depict what I assume is the GQuuuuuuX's core fighter. Granted, you'll have to paint in some details, but it can be displayed separately thanks to its display-based port. To sum this kit up, I think the high-grade GQuuuuuuX is the quintessential example of 2 sides to every coin. When it was first announced, the general opinions on the design were polarized, as some loved the Gundam Evangelion design crossover, while others disliked it. Then after I've interacted with the model kit, it's the exact same tug of war. The optimist in me sees an outstanding looking high grade that has done more than enough to satisfy with its unique yet simple weapons and flexible articulation that I'd highly recommend giving a go. At the same time, my more cynical side has to pick bones out of eggs and see how the intricate and two-tone design caused the straight build to suffer in terms of accuracy, which is in essence asking a straight A student to get straight A pluses. Then again, both points of view are equally valid, and the kit's inherent merit and quality are far too superb for mere visual insufficiencies to hold it back. That being said, I struggle to call this the best high grade ever without investing more time than necessary to solidify that argument, but ultimately, the high grade GQuuuuuuX is an objectively fantastic high grade kit that is at the mercy of individual values. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.